Seth Wallace might get another head coaching opportunity based solely on the merits of today's halftime speech. For 2 quarters, it looked like the Hawkeyes had turned back the clock to last year with an incapable offense, an outstanding defense, even had a Cooper DeJean special with a punt return touchdown called back on a penalty. But the final 30 minutes, finally giving Hawkeye fans a glimpse at what this team might be capable of under new offensive coordinator Tim Lester. Wallace, the former Co-Hawk wide receiver, has been on staff at Iowa for 10 years. For the first time, coaching with the bright lights pointed squarely in his direction. Interim head coach into the first swarm of 2024. And like they've done the last 2 seasons, Iowa's defense steals the headlines in the first quarter. Jermari Harris diving in for the interception, the 6th of his Iowa career. Next Redbird drive, TJ Hall gobbles up a fumble recovery, but those turnovers only result in 3 points for Iowa. Drew Stevens struggled at the end of last year, but leg-swinging Stevens looks like a new man. Sends the Hawks to halftime with a 6-0 lead. The kid from North Augusta right down the fairway. Opening drive of the second half, Cade McNamara rolling right to the end zone. Who is that sliding young man? It's Reese Vanderzee, true freshman, played quarterback last year in high school, but Hawkeye fans are going to get acquainted with another Northwest Iowa product. This kid is the real deal. By the way, that's the first Hawkeye touchdown since Deacon Hill's 1-yard TD plunge in the first half against Nebraska last November. But Iowa might have a lot more weapons at the disposal under Lester. Later in the third, another first-year Hawk, Jacob Gill. Gill the thrill, 31 yards, the Northwestern transfer with his first touchdown in the black and gold. A 6-0 halftime lead is suddenly an 18-0 game. To the fourth, Reese Vanderzee, Reese mode. Between 2 Redbird defenders, the first freshman receiver from Iowa since Amir Smith-Marset, who has 2 touchdowns in a single game. Iowa receivers with 3 touchdown catches today. They only had 3 all of last season. Who is this team? The passing game, newly elite. The running game, still elite. Caleb Johnson, we only learned today that he was held out of the first half for a team infraction. Nobody holding him back in the fourth, though. 64-yard touchdown run to put the game on ice. But it's about to go into the deep freeze with 6 minutes left. An 18-yard touchdown for KJ, 92 yards and 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter alone. 119 on the day. Winner, winner, Wallace dinner. The Hawkeyes dropped 40 on Illinois State. Most lopsided shutout for Iowa since 2018. A second half that gives Iowa fans a second chance for hope.
When stuff wasn't going our way at the beginning, we were kind of, really our tempo wasn't very good. And I think once we were able to gain some momentum and gain some tempo, that really set us up really good for the second half.
Man, that felt good. That felt good. It felt real good, man. So I'm just so glad to be back on the team, be back with the team, helping us win.
The way that they responded was, was really pretty special to see. The second half, I think, is a better indicator of, kind of the team that we are and, what we're capable of. And we've got a lot to clean up. We certainly do.
A great second half, certainly, but it is Illinois State. The Hawkeyes have a chance to prove that this offense is for real when they swap out one ISU Redbird for another as the Cyclones come to Kinnick next Saturday. Reporting from Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Owen Sebring, Iowa's News Now Sports.
I'm Jake Brett.